Ladles and jelly spoons, Tim down for living with MS in Tenerife. I'm so sorry we are late, and it is my fault. It is not Christine's fault, even though she was very slow on the way here. But stream quality has been updated. Yay! Oh, it's been lowered. Ooh. So we're here at the Rosa Centre. It's Meetup Monday. We got 2 guests today, and they were here on time, and we were just late. We were just late. So I don't know how many people are on, or whether we can see any comments. Anne's on. Very good. There's usually a lot more people on because I usually prepare the stream beforehand, but I just did it right now. So even the thumbnails, nothing. So thank you guys for waiting, and thank you for coming on. And I was going to say it's 5:55, but it isn't. It's 6:05. Well, my friends, my name's Tim down for living with MS in Tenerife. Roll intro. So here we are, and as you can hear in the background, they're still chit-chatting away over there. And what we're going to do, we're going to swing round to our first guest that you've never seen before. Do you comment at all
on YouTube?
On us?
Not much.
Not much. And what would your name be on YouTube?
I think it's Rob994.
Rob994, ladies and gentlemen, this is Rob994. There you go. Hi, Rob.
Hi, how you doing?
If you want to talk to the people, you can talk in there. You can talk to me, and it looks pretty good because we're looking the right way. We're looking the right way.
Opportunity to meet Tim. I was on the island on holiday. I just reached out to him there, and I'm glad to be on the stream.
Can I just put this? You don't have a pacemaker or anything, do you?
No.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah.
There you go.
That's great. Hopefully I'm
so we can hear you. We can hear you perfectly now.
Yeah. So
I'm going to have my first drink. Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers. Absolutely.
How many bottles are you on?
This is my second. I'm on the tropical tonight. So all other beers are available. As
at the back here.
Yes.
You can see them at the back here.
You can actually see them. They're just behind you.
Exactly. So Rob,
Yeah,
you're saying you're staying in La Caleta?
Yeah, La Caleta.
And you're with a few people?
I am.
And you mentioned you live in France?
Yeah, I actually live in Nice.
In Nice? Oh,
yeah.
My dad's favourite French town.
Yeah.
My dad's name, he likes the biscuits.
And oh yeah, I remember those. So I do get home every so often. I do fly back, and so
where is home?
Home is Dublin.
Dublin?
Yeah.
North side, south side?
South.
Does it matter?
South
side.
Yeah.
There you go, the
Yeah.
south side,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen. We got loads of people from Dublin here. Anne-Marie Elton and David Butler and...
Oh, I've seen some of those names actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some of the names on the screen before, so... Yeah, so it's just a little break before Christmas and before the cooler
So what do you do,
weather.
France?
Yeah, I love there. I just bought a place there about a little over a year ago.
Okay.
And I've really settled into it. Really like it.
Do you work online, or do you got a job, or you just...
Yeah, I do. I'm working. I'm on a bit of sabbatical.
Okay.
I took a couple of years break, so I'm just kind of enjoying life at the moment.
That's the best way to do it.
A little while, yeah.
The old biscuits, don't you want it? Christina.
Is that Lotus Biscoff?
There's a biscuit for you. You're going to risk it for the biscuit.
And yeah, so...
A sabbatical from what were you? A secret agent?
Kind of government.
Okay.
Civil service kind of.
Secret service.
Yeah, we can't really talk about it, you know.
Can't really talk about it. Let's just zoom in.
So yeah, so that's really it. Enjoying the couple of weeks here in Tenerife, and great weather, great food and drink and everything, you know.
And I always ask the question, why Tenerife?
Yeah, well, I do like the other Canary Islands as well, but I suppose there's very good direct flights between Nice and Tenerife, so that's why I picked here.
So the Nice airport to Tenerife airport, was that 3 hours?
It's about three and three quarters.
Okay.
It's a little bit shorter than the UK or Ireland, but it's actually funny enough, it's much shorter going back. Sometimes it can be 3:20 going back,
Probably the Alicios, the trade winds could be.
It cuts over Valencia, Barcelona. Kind of goes that direction. Yeah.
Oh, it won't go over Morocco or stuff like that?
Yeah, I suppose sometimes if it has to divert, or it may come down over Cadiz in Spain and then south. But generally it just
I'm
goes
just trying to check the audio. What's up? You broke it, kid. There's a little bit.
They're really nice, those biscuits.
And there's the rest.
They're great with a coffee. That's what you're having there, aren't you? Yeah, very nice.
I know.
Oh, fair enough, yeah. No, I just like to sip one in the daytime and
Just going to check the audio.
Oh yeah.
That's perfect.
Are we on? We're
perfect. Yeah. So niece sabbatical family.
Yeah, well, the family are not with me. They're back in Dublin, but it's just. I mean, they're obviously welcome to come over anytime they want. You know? Invitations are open. And
are you courting, or were you married, or?
No, not at the moment.
No.
I'm just kind of exploring at the moment, you know, and enjoying my time off. A little break from everything, you know.
A sabbatical,
yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Sabbatical. I mean, I've heard of a sabbatical, right? And I thought it was something to do with a priest.
Oh,
I always thought it was to do religious, so like a religious sabbatical. And so I didn't realise you could just like take time off work.
Yeah.
Although I was in Germany, so I'm in 6 weeks holiday a year and 30 vacations, 30 festivals.
Yeah.
It's a bit like a sabbatical every year, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So and you lived in Germany, didn't you, before you came here?
Yeah, Regensburg.
Yeah.
And Munich, we were for 9 months. Didn't like it. Didn't like Munich. Not to live. It's nice for a night out. But.
I'd like to explore more of Germany. Actually,
Too hectic.
I like to get over occasionally.
From Nice, I think you can drive. You can drive it in half a day, maybe, or a day, to Bavaria.
Where I am is near the Italian border, and
it
wouldn't be too much further north, I suppose, till you reach the southern part of Germany.
Yeah. Or
but then
you
again,
can go towards Gardasee.
Oh yes.
And then you come straight in, and you can come straight up.
The Alps area there, and across. Yeah, because you have Switzerland there as well, and all the countries kind of meet around there, don't they? So, yeah. So
you know, that's coming from an island like the British Isles and Ireland.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I used to think if you went abroad, you had to go in a boat.
Yeah.
And then when I got to Germany, they said, "Oh, do you fancy nipping down to Vienna for the afternoon?" Vienna for the afternoon. Yeah, it's only 4 hours.
They've much more options, really, don't they? Because they've trained. You know, the trains obviously are brilliant. And
my brother-in-law's wife, so I suppose she's my sister-in-law, but it's Chris's brother's wife.
Oh yeah.
She was reading the map on the way down to Vienna.
Yeah.
And she says, "Why are we going down these little roads? Why don't we just take the big blue one that goes all the way there?" So that's called the Danube.
Very good.
Because she was reading the map. He says, "Which way now?" She goes, "Up." She says, "What do you mean up?" Well, we're going that way, and we've got to go this. We've got to go up now. Give me the map.
Oh yeah. But,
cool days.
Yeah, I like the idea of being able to just visit another country by driving or taking the train, or we rely on the old flights and boats and everything. To get to, especially a warm country or whatever.
It was much more interesting when you had to change the money at the border, though.
Oh yeah.
That was for me. That was the epitome of Europe. You know.
Yeah.
It was also Europe, but every country had its own currency, and the exchange rate was different. I remember going to Bratislava, and you change money or Prague.
Oh yeah.
And then all of a sudden you'd be a millionaire, in Prague.
Yeah, because. And remember with the lira.
The same, you get a million lira.
Yeah, lira. Yeah, that's right. The lira
is. It's probably about £30, but it's like a million lira.
What was it? Something like 3,000 was like £1 or something.
It was crazy, I can't remember, but it was a massive. I think Hungary was the most famous. A friend of mine, also an Irish guy.
Yeah.
And he went over and he changed Deutschmarks to whatever the Hungarian krona is, or something. I don't know what it is. And he gave him 200 marks to change because thought I'm on holiday, like.
Yeah.
And they gave him all these notes you know.
Oh my
1,
God.
2, 3, and a carrier bag to put them in. And then he took the carrier bag and they went, and then they started again. He had 2 carrier bags of nuts. And they told him, don't take it out of the paper.
Okay.
Right, because the bundle is the currency, really.
Right.
You can't buy anything less than for 1 bundle.
So yeah, there's no point in breaking.
There's
it
no
up.
no breaking it up. So he's there with 2 carrier bags of bloody notes, you know.
Can I have a coffee, 3 bundles, please?
Yeah.
Are you all right, my darling? We'll come to Chris in a minute. She likes just zoning out, don't you, with an apple juice? See, she's not even listening.
Apple soft, doesn't it?
You like zoning out, don't you? And just, yeah. We'll bring you in a minute. What I might do is move you over there so you're in the thick of it, if you want. We'll do it in a minute. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to read what you're going to say, but you are watching Meetup Monday. And we're back in the room. Damien's just asking. Oh, Damien's here as well. Hang on, let's get him in. He doesn't have a microphone, but we'll give him a wave. That you know and love. There he is. That's enough of that reprobate. I tell you. Let's go back to Rob. And is it Rob or Robert?
Both. Robert if I'm in trouble by my mum. Rob by my friends.
Timothy.
Tim.
I'm the same. Yeah, I'm the same. And Damien, yeah, and Damo.
Yeah.
Damo.
The Damos, yeah.
Demo at home, yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, we could get you both on if like this.
Was it back? Yeah.
If you move round, Damien.
Paddy's in the one
There you go. Yeah. There we are.
You got to see yourself.
There we go.
It's backwards, so if you look like you're too far to the right,
sometimes
you got to go left.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Cool, dude.
There
And
you
let's
go.
pull you down a bit. There you go. Oh, that'll do.
That's
And if we
perfect
just
now.
no, that's fine. The microphone's
the mic's
fine.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll tell you what, Damien. Before you take a sip of that, count backwards from 10.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's a bit tinny, but it'll do. Not your voice.
So
let's have a look to see what people are
okay.
saying.
we're okay.
So-
Yeah, we can see now. Yeah.
Anne-Marie's on, Adam Hussein's on, Foggy's on, David Butler, Simon Marks, David Mulready, another one from Ireland. Alan's Homemade Vlogs, Garin Davis, he's not Welsh, but I love saying Garin Davis in a Welsh accent. Tony's on,
Davis.
Jeff Daniels, Helen Copeland, hi Helen.
Walker.
Derek Walker, hi Derek. It's Craig, of course. Sorry, Craig, it was my fault. I was going to set it all up and then I didn't, and you know what it's like.
Top in the morning, Craig.
Emma Kelly's on. I remembered the subtitles today. I hope the subtitles are working. Maria Ayers is on. I haven't seen you in a while. Jeff, Suzanne, and Marie Magnus is on. Was worried. Got no notification. No, I'll tell you what I was doing. I was editing a video that I filmed this morning, and I wanted to get it out before tonight. And I exported it and everything. It was perfect. And then, well, it's a bit technical, but some of the plugins that I use direct from Final Cut Pro do not work yet with compressor, which compresses the thing.
Yeah.
So I had to stop it. Anyway. I uploaded it, but it's not working. Right, Jimmy England, good evening. Louise Parks is on. Anne-Marie, Andy Rowe. Did I mention Just Rick has just acquired a drone? You didn't mention that. And
Got a drone now.
got a drone now. Cool dude.
How's his water?
How's his water?
Yeah, did we have a leak?
I don't know.
Good evening, Anne-Marie.
Anne-Marie's on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's saying that. Dennis McCarthy's on. And even a Corkman.
Alan's Homemade Vlogs. Good evening as well.
Zelda's on. Good evening, everyone. Just a week ago, I was sitting there hoping the weather remains warm, and it did. Sarah Childs is on. Hello, Sarah. North Tenerife, man. Ira is on. Revenue. I don't know what that means.
Irish revenue.
Irish revenue?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
You're the tax man, you don't want that.
Like the inland revenue.
Oh, the inland revenue.
Same,
Okay.
yeah.
You don't want the
Okay.
tax man.
Revenue. is a re-venue. So a venue is a place where you play music, isn't it? Yeah.
Could be a play on words, you never know.
David Butler's on
Butler.
from Palmerstown,
How you
Dublin.
doing?
Are you from Palmerstown?
No, I'm the other side. I'm Sandy Mount on the other side
He's
of
a
the city.
Sandy man from the other side of the city. There you
hello
go.
to you in Palmerstown.
Billy's camera. Alan, Billy, Webby. Right,
Webby.
what's
that's the
happening
WEBBY,
tomorrow?
I've heard of WEBBY, yeah. on
Right,
the channel.
Webby's. What's happening? You see, I was supposed to go to Silencio tomorrow morning, but I was expecting to have my car back, and I don't really want to drive too far in the rental car because the more I drive it, the more I'm liable to crash it and scratch it.
Okay.
So I've actually cancelled Adam McGuinness for tomorrow morning, but he was on last week, so he's not going to suffer, I don't think. So I've cancelled Adam for tomorrow morning, but Webby's gone to the Facts Fighting Against Cancer in Tenerife, to the monthly meeting tonight. So tomorrow morning he should be able to tell us how much we collected. And so I said, right, why don't you come on a walk? And I'm going to take Webby on a walk tomorrow in the morning. I don't know where we're going yet. I'm picking him up at 8:30, and then he's deciding where to go. So I don't know where I'm going to go. But basically, I'm just going to interview Webby on what happened tonight.
Okay.
Wednesday and Thursday are free, and if Damien, if you want to come on, you're very, very welcome. Just go to timothydown.com/events, right there,
There you go.
and book
like
it.
I did.
Thomas Cook it.
So, absolutely, yeah.
There you go. Evening, quick in and out, fact meeting, going for a walk with Tim. Oh, you didn't.
You did it for you.
I should. Yeah. I don't know why I bother. Don't know why I bother. Hello, everybody saying hello to everybody. John Patton saying hi, Tim. Louisa Parks, hi, Carol. The Lord, he's also Rob.
I've seen the name, yeah.
That's
yeah.
Keith. He's from Dublin.
Right,
It
okay.
looks as if there are twins serving beer behind the bar. There are twins behind the bar.
Emelos, yeah.
And Rob says your chicken is gone.
And if we're lucky, but I'm not going to drink too many tonight because I promised Christina I wouldn't drink any. So it's a good job she can't see very well. This orange juice is tasty.
Yeah. There's a
You
great,
went to Specsavers, Tim.
Lovely orange juice.
I have to say, there's a great video.
You'll probably find out you don't get any adverts anymore on my channel.
Okay, yeah.
Because what I did is they want me to update my tax information, and my tax information was still in German because I opened the AdSense account years ago.
Okay, yeah.
And it was still paying into the German account, so I never bothered changing it.
All right.
And also, I wasn't earning above the threshold of when I need to do a
liable.
tax return here. You
Yeah.
see. So,
Wow.
so now I'm retired and I'm earning German pension. Those two together puts me in a well. It still doesn't put me in the tax bracket to Thingy-Marooge. To I think you can earn up to 22 grand before you need to do a tax return.
Okay.
Here.
Okay.
If you've got just a pension from a foreign country coming in, and the money going into Germany doesn't count here, right?
Okay.
So, but now I've got to change my American tax code, otherwise Google takes 30%, all right? And so I tried to change it, and it wouldn't let me change the country.
Yeah. Just kept.
And so it says, you know,
locked in.
you've got to
Yeah.
cancel this AdSense and open a new one. So I
Okay.
tried to open a new AdSense account, and they said you can only have one. I said, well, what do I do then? They said you got to cancel your old one and
then
make a new one.
Make a new one.
So I
be
said,
easier. You'd imagine
okay.
they'd make it easier for you
And they
to
said, yeah, but
switch.
it takes 6 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever
Yeah,
it is.
just get your new one.
So basically, as soon as you cancel your old one, you're not monetized anymore,
Oh God.
and then they will accept you again, maybe.
So you'd have to
You got to reapply.
Yeah,
so I was
yeah,
clever, you see. I said, it's living with MS in Tenerife, it's Christina and my thing. So
Yeah.
I made Christina got an AdSense account, we
Yeah.
set it all up, right?
Brilliant,
And I said,
yeah.
just change to Christina. I thought it would be like a switch. And they went, no. So they turned me off
Have
and
it
says
every
it
way,
takes
don't
2
they?
to 3 weeks to
still
do it.
have to-
And they've got to send a letter to the address to make sure that we live where we say we live.
Yes, yeah,
Which
yeah,
I did
yeah.
in Germany, but obviously since then I haven't.
Yeah.
Anyway, so basically, I'm in hiatus at the moment. I think I can still get super chats and stuff like that, and
Oh,
memberships. I think they still work.
They'll yeah.
But I'm trying to get away from those because I don't want Google earning too much money on me.
Yeah,
you know
because
what
the
I mean?
percentage goes to
It
Google.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you do want to support the channel, you can still support the channel by going to timothydown.com/sponsor and reading about how you can support the channel directly, where every penny goes towards Christina's books. and the gear and all that
Brilliant,
stuff.
yeah.
And so if you like to do that, and I know a lot of you do anonymously, so thank you very much for that. So Billy, evening, Ian, homemade logs. Evening, Ian, homemade logs because you called me the rake the other day. Alan, homemade vlogs. That probably means something to somebody. I always thought sabbatical was something to do with being underwater. Denise Pearson's on. Ian at home. Oh, that's Ian. Okay, now I understand what you're talking about. Louise Parks, Alan, Louise, Denise, Alan's homemade vlog. North Tenerife man, Andy Rowe. Yeah, Prague. We went on a rugby tour. 10 pence a pint, happy days. I took my dad there actually, Prague.
That sounds nice.
And we went
Prague is
down,
lovely.
we're on the Karlsbrücke, is it? The Karlsbridge.
Yes, that's right.
And just underneath,
Charles Bridge,
there was
yeah.
a beautiful little restaurant. And we went in there, we had Chateaubriand steak, we had cocktails to start, we had beer, the nice dark beer they have in Prague.
Oh,
And we
yeah.
had brandies afterwards that came on a little stand with a candle and everything. Dead posh.
That does sound
and it cost us £8 for the two of us.
Crikey.
Amazing.
Can I ask you, Tim,
Yes, sir.
the name of that restaurant you and Lee went to, where you eat all the different meats and they keep coming around serving? What was the name of that?
It's
again?
called the Charcuteria Rodeo.
Yes.
And that's up in the
Rodeo.
I had a feeling it had rodeo in the name. I just
Rodeo.
couldn't think of it. Yeah.
And basically,
must go
to
there.
get there from La Caleta is quite easy.
Yeah.
Because you get to Fania Bay Plaza
Yes.
and you walk up the hill.
So it's literally the other side of the
Just to
motorway.
the motorway. But what I do
Perfect.
recommend is that you don't go where the cars go. So if you
Right.
walk up the hill from the Fania Bay, the GF Isabel,
Yes.
you know that hotel?
Yeah.
So from the GF Isabel, walk
Okay.
up the hill and all the way to the top,
Yeah.
and right across the road you'll see a spiral bridge going and a spiral coming down.
Oh yeah, like a.
And then you go
crossover,
over it,
yeah.
and then when you come down, you walk
Yeah.
towards Ekisur, or Ikisur. We're not plugged in.
Ooh. Sir.
We are plugged in, but the battery's dead.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's okay.
You all
It
right?
just means we're on internal battery. We've got plenty of time. Don't worry. Don't worry.
I know.
You're watching Meetup Monday.
I know how to get to it now.
And we're back in the room, Littles and Jelly Spoons. Here's one of the twins. Is there any parking around Blue Sea Callao? I'm struggling to find places in Jan. There is parking on the streets by Blue Sea Callao, and it'll go up as far as the church and beyond, so there's plenty of spaces. You might just have to walk 20, 30, 40 metres maybe, 100 metres at the maximum. But yeah, plenty of parking on the street, all like chevroned. So we'll see that. So we're back in the room. Let's get a random comment up. Enjoy Zelda. Well, that's cryptic, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We better find out what that's about.
That's
Denise Pearson going down on those trays. Steve, Christmas light switch on was great.
Christmas
I
light.
am.
Great, I missed it. It was an ICOD, Los Vinos. Denise, they're just talking amongst themselves.
Oh,
Cole's on,
place.
cool dude.
I follow you, Cole.
That's a little leprechaun, is it, Lord Diddley Damien Hooper?
That's Hooper. Yes, you know it.
GT's on, out and about with Ash. Ash is on the island as well, I believe. Can I say that, Ash? Or are you not there yet? You're coming on Wednesday, I think. Are you coming? You'll be on Freaky Friday, I think. You be here on Freaky Friday? Freaky Friday?
I'll be getting ready to go home. So
We'll have a drink for you.
I will watch it, of course.
Of course. Anne Marie out and about with Ash. Alan. Ash hacked my Facebook account and was posting something all over the place. Potatoes.
There's only one packet of potatoes and they're not yellow.
Evening, Tim and all, says Natalie.
Yellow packet in here today.
Chris Godfrey's
actually,
on.
no.
Oh, Colin has the two of them.
Zelda got a dash.
Irish packet.
Christmas parties. That was enjoy.
okay.
Keep having the yellow packet as fake papers.
Hi, Damien,
right,
says
okay.
David Butler.
Hi, David. Yeah.
Enjoy.
that's
Okay,
Yeah,
we're
I
at the
like
bottom now.
Cole's channel actually. I do watch.
We've
as
sorted it
well,
now,
yeah.
ladles and jelly spoons.
Also.
So what I'm
Actually,
going to do,
Here's a good question. Where did that come from? That
What?
expression, ladles and jelly spoons.
ladles and jelly spoons.
Ladles, like soup ladle.
Let me just check this. Ladles
Just
and
curious.
jelly
It's,
spoons.
it's like that, man. What was I watching the other day?
That's what I was worried about.
Is
We
it like
can't
one of
hear
those
you.
deliberate mispronunciations?
yeah.
like ladies and gentlemen.
I can't
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
who did it.
Brilliant.
It was an old vaudeville guy, I think. Ladles and jelly spoons.
Jethro reminded me. Remember him with his dyke? his soup ladle.
A soup ladle, yeah. It's more like this ladle, isn't it?
Yeah, but he couldn't say because it's a dyke from Yorkshire.
All
from
right.
Cornwall.
Ladles and jelly spoons, there you go.
Brilliant, yeah.
And see, you wouldn't want to be here. I can't remember where that came from either.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
me. It
I like
ain't
that
me.
one. Yeah.
Andy Rowe, Tim, I know you're Mancunian. I'm not a nationalist. I don't think that the people who are born anywhere are all the same. I'm not a nationalist. And if you want to be really pedantic, I'm a Salfordian. Because I was born in Salford.
Oh, Salford.
And the
yeah,
worst thing
yeah.
is I don't even remember it because I left when I was 18 months old.
Oh, okay.
So what do I do? What do I do? Who am I? Who am I?
Yeah.
Do you slip into a Yorkshire accent? I do loads of accents.
Yeah, I believe your voiceovers are.
I do lots of
Very
loads
good.
of
I've heard you
accents.
doing
And
a few
it
of
just
them.
depends what I'm talking about and who I'm talking to. If I'm talking to idiots, like,
Oh.
I'll have a different accent than if I'm talking to a king. Like King Charles. Named after a spaniel, I believe.
Oh, yeah, King Charles.
Yeah. Off to pick the granddaughter from her dancing class. See you soon. Enjoy the evening.
Thanks very much.
You know, I could just imagine you bending down and going. The granddaughter.
Yeah.
Liddles and Weatherspoons, says Magnus. Hello, Liddles and Weatherspoons. That sounds good.
Brilliant. That's good, actually. Yeah.
It is good.
Very
Well,
good.
they can't see it. They can't see it. There you go. Liddles and Weatherspoons.
We have to leave.
Now let's go back
Oh,
here
there it is,
and then
yeah.
we'll do that.
Brilliant.
There you go. Liddles and Weatherspoons.
Liddles and Weatherspoons.
And oh yeah, this is very important. The next one is coming up. Is very important. Let's do this one. Reminder to tune into Food for Thought this Wednesday with Juliane and Ian, and me, and maybe Christine, if she feels like
What's
it.
on Food for Thought this week?
I might be doing it from another bar and not take Chris with me. I hope that wasn't a Scouse accent when you said idiot. No, I can't do Scouse accents. Thanks, Anne. It was. I think it was the Wirral I was doing.
The Wirral.
The Wirral. Nothing to do with. No. I don't know what it was. I thought I was doing a Manchester accent. You know, like
Very
what's his
easy to
name?
Slip from one into another,
Oasis.
isn't it?
Oasis.
Oh
right?
yeah, like that kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you
Oasis.
from? Manchester, yeah. Whereabouts? Longside, right?
Yeah.
That type of thing, you know.
Yeah.
But I actually went to school in Bury, so I should have a Lancashire accent, shouldn't I?
Lancashire, yeah.
And what's the difference between Lancashire and Yorkshire? It's the amount of money in
Plenty
your
out there
wallet.
who'd tell you.
It's the amount of money. It's the amount of money that comes out of your wallet, I think.
Yeah. How much?
How much? Cup of tea. Oh. So. No. Actually, I think that there are. Where is the Rosa Centre? Says Tony. I'll give you tip. It's right here. Look.
What he said.
Right here.
If you know Costa Adeje, the Costa Adeje resort, and you get to La Caleta, and you can't go any further. If you go further, you get to a place called El Puertito, and then a little bit further on is Playa Paraíso, and Playa Paraíso is where the Hard Rock Hotel is. and we are in the same village as the Hard Rock
You can
Hotel.
actually see it from
2
here.
stops after the Hard Rock.
In fact, we can see it's 2 stops after the Hard
Yeah.
Rock Hotel on the 4.
71. Count here.
70.
471, isn't it? Yeah.
I should do that, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Otherwise, they'll. That's 2 in
Might be
German. Yeah?
misinterpreted.
2 in German.
Don't do it, anything.
You've seen the Inglorious Bastards, have you?
Yeah.
That's how they get caught. They're perfect German until he says 2 schnapps instead of 2.
Okay.
Just and then
The
they get
subtleties that get
then they
you,
get the
isn't it?
guns out underneath the table, don't they? And then it's just sort of a Schlacht after that, isn't it? A massacre. Go and watch it. Great film. Great film.
Yeah, I must watch it. It's a long time since I've seen it. Nice to catch up with it again and
Go and see it
see
again.
things that you know, that you miss something the first time you see something, then when you watch it the second time, even years later, things fall into place for you more, maybe. I don't know.
There's certain films that I can watch over and over and over again, and there's certain films that I wish I'd never watched.
Yeah.
And one of the 2 films that I watched since I was a teenager, well, I'm saying a teenager, probably early 20s, is John Cusack in The Sure Thing.
Heard of it, yeah, I've heard of it.
And one of Jim Carrey's first movies, Once Bitten. And those 2 movies I can watch over and over again.
Check them out, yeah.
My favourite one of The Sure Thing, it's about these 2 kids in college in New England, and they're going to California for the holidays, for Christmas holidays.
Yeah.
And they've got to what they got to do? They're getting the driving, right? The driving. I think Tim Robbins is and they're going to do some let's sing show tunes on the way, you know.
Okay,
Anyway, it all goes to pot, and then I don't want to spoil it, but there's a point where they're trying to break into this derelict caravan.
Okay.
And the door's locked, right? And they're trying to break into the derelict caravan, and the girl says, it's a girl and a guy, and the girl says, I have a credit card. He says, I don't think it works on these types of doors. I have a credit card. And then they go to a motel, of course, right?
Yeah.
So that's my favourite, that's one of my favourite lines there.
Yeah.
And my favourite line in Once Bitten is Jim Carrey's the last virgin in California, and this vampiress needs the blood of a virgin, and she says it used to be like 18 and 19-year-olds should take the blood of the virgin, but now she says I've got to go down to 12-year-olds. She says it's disgusting.
God.
She says so this guy is 16,
Yeah.
and his girlfriend won't put out, as the Americans say. So anyway, so she seduces him. And then the girlfriend and the vampiress have a dance off, you know. It's sort of like an 80s movie, you know.
Yeah,
70s, 80s movie. But
intriguing.
she's the wicked one, and of course the girlfriend's in white, obviously, you know. And she's the bad one. And then they're doing the dance off, and says, I'm going to swear now, so close your ears if you got kids. And she comes up and she says,
He doesn't want you because you're evil, mean and nasty. He wants me because I'm good and clean and pure. So fuck off.
and that's my favourite line in Once Bitten with Jim Carrey. Anyway, if you watch it, tell me next week that you enjoyed it.
I'll definitely
Let's see
have
what
to
guys are
watch-
saying.
I'll definitely have to watch it now after hearing that the impression. Yeah.
Similar to Great Escape when Gordon Jackson speaks English by mistake to the German. I don't remember that bit, but yeah, it is very similar. Any film with Tom Hanks in, I could watch over and over again. There you go. Or Billy Crystal. Favourite Billy Crystal movie, Chris?
Throw Mama from the train.
Throw Mama from the Train. You lied to me, douche. Or Analyse This. Two great movies. Throw Mama from the Train and Analyse This. Thanks for explaining, Tim. I haven't been further than La Caleta. Oh, there's plenty up here. In fact, if you get the 473, if you get the 471, you'll come to Playa Paraíso and Cayo Savaki. And if you get the 473, you can go as far as Los Gigantes, and you've got the Playa de San Juan, you've got Alcalá, beautiful little village. You've got Playa de la Arena, you got Puerto de Santiago, and of course Los Gigantes. You can visit the whole coast up there. In fact, look at some of the walks I've done in Playa de San Juan and Alcalá. Really good. In fact, I'm going to ask you a favour. Go and look at some of my old ones. Go and look at. What's up? Are you okay? Okay. Go and have a look at some of my old videos. If you go to the video to the channel, and then you click on videos, and then sort by oldest first, and look at some of the beginning ones there. Or go to the playlists and pick a village. I think I've got a playlist of Kawasaki, I've got a playlist of Alcalá, playlist of Playa de San Juan, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So check those out. Check those out. Me and Brendan live in Eccles. Salford in Manchester don't sound like that, Tim. Me and Brendan live in Eccles, in Salford, in Manchester, and don't sound like that, Tim. Like what?
Yeah, I'm wondering as well. I'm trying to put a Mancunian accent on that.
The Manchester yacht,
Yeah.
long sight right. I don't know where that comes
Yeah,
from.
I have
Maybe
heard it on television by different
Manchester
people
yacht, long sight
occasionally,
right.
and I don't know where
It's
it comes
probably was it Sale, Altrincham?
Yeah, damn, they're all that way.
Okay.
I don't know.
Anyone in the chat might know.
Green team's currently in Bad Barbs. We're looking forward to meeting this Friday. Of course, the green team's coming on Friday to things. Playa Paris, I said. Of course. Where's the Rosa Centre? Okay, we did that one. Back down to the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Good evening, says Damien Lewis Green. Andy Rowe, good luck, he says. Good, Vince. Thank you. Hope you are too. Oh, enjoy your evening, folks. Ian's going. Didn't put your foot down as a film. I didn't put you down as a film buff. I think a film buff, you'd have to know the director and
You know
all
what
that.
you like,
Yeah.
isn't that it really?
I think
know
I
what-
just
yeah.
watch movies.
Yeah,
I know what I
some
like.
people can nearly
I know what I
pick it
like, and I
apart,
like
can't
what I
they?
know.
Yeah, and say everything about the film.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I think when you're interested in a particular film, it's kind of good to know
Rather than a
just
drink.
what you need.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
I'm actually
Another
good.
coffee.
I'm good, thanks. I'm good.
You're good. Otro café, por favor, y una cerveza para mí. Sí. Is it- Okay. Oh, thanks,
I
man.
have it there, yeah.
Do you need anything, Chris? Do you want a hand? I'm going to help Christina put a sweatshirt on, so I'm going to hand everything over to Damien and
Here
Rob.
we are. The floor
And
is
there
ours.
they are. There's yours.
Okay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all doing?
Hope we're all doing well out there.
Don't put that on too much.
Yeah, we don't.
So tell us all. We can't even see any comments. So what have you
Yeah,
been doing?
because they're all over there. You see, they're on Tim's screen, so we'd have to lean right over to read the comments. So
So a little bit.
I think he's answered all the questions that were asked, hasn't he? About
I used the disability services in the airport. You know, because I couldn't walk upstairs,
okay.
and they stuck me in a wheelchair, even though I can walk.
Oh God.
So
And did someone like try to
no,
push
they
it or
pushed me right up
right?
into the back of the truck that you got into.
Oh yeah, I
and
know
then
the
brought
thing.
me up to the stairs
I know
and
the
then said,
things
get
you
out
mean.
and walked into the plane.
So they helped you so far,
They
and
had me
then
so far, yeah, and then left me there. And said, right now you can go up and walk in.
Oh.
Alright, happy days.
well, and do you mean you boarded before everyone else?
I was meant to, but I didn't. I was the
Oh.
last one on.
Oh, okay.
So that's
So you
horrible.
didn't really benefit then from
No.
it? No, no.
I told them before, I said, I can't walk stairs, no problem. So, you stuck
Yeah.
me on in a wheelchair. I'm like, here, come on.
Oh,
Is she good? Tim is doing a great job of putting a sweatshirt on.
yeah. See, if you're used to living here, I'd say you'd feel
Yeah.
in the evenings, you know, when it gets cooler.
Like to us now, it's
To
nice
us,
and warm.
I mean, I love this climate, but I'd say if you've lived here a long time, you would get used to it, wouldn't you?
Christine does usually feel the
Yeah,
cold, and that's
yeah.
it's all
yeah.
done. You gonna come up, Tim?
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, we'll...
We'll get Christine in here beside us now. I'm sure you can all see and say hello to her.
Oh, there we are now. Bit of a tight squeeze there. No, we're okay. We're in. Whee! There we are. Now, here we are.
Good evening, Christine.
This is great now. We're all together.
Want to stick that on her? You can all say hello.
She's not going to say nothing.
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 That's real Irish for you. She's going to say nothing, Paul.
Here we are now.
Ladles and jelly spoons, I'm nearly done.
There we are.
Nearly done.
Just doing a little rearranging there. That's it. Yeah.
So we're just going to turn to Chris and say hello.
Now.
Hello, Chris.
There she is. So, Mrs. Dowd,
Throw all those over there.
are you quite happy
There we are.
being here
Yes,
with us?
yes.
Are you going to have a nice little rest and then a hot dog later?
See,
Cool, dude.
See.
Kiss a kiss.
Oh, no, keep that. That's
I know.
that's too much for this hour today.
Don't forget, if you want to sponsor Christine, then go to timothydowd.com/sponsor. Shameless plug there. What happened here?
There we are.
So what are you doing today, Tim?
Sorry?
What did you do today?
What did I do today?
Yeah,
Not a lot.
just come up out of bed.
Something. What happened there? Pop that. Oh no, Frozen.
Are we frozen?
No, but somebody's singing Frozen. I'm gonna get. There we go.
Don't
We're
let
done.
it go. Don't let it go.
We're back in the room. Cool, dude.
Gracias.
We gotta talk over Frozen now. We'll get banned.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Okay, ladles and jelly spoons.
If they're passing a bar, they have to talk extra loud to
You do, yeah. You
cut
do.
out the music. Yeah.
So what we got? So the film buff, Ian at home, going for a meal. See you later. Wednesday, don't forget, it's food for thought on Wednesday on Juliane in Nendel's channel. Good luck. Can't believe it's a week since we're there, says Brian. Hi Brian. How's Sandra? I'll do that, Tim. Need to find walks for my 4 weeks in January. Perfect. Tim, earlier you can't kid a kidder. That was definitely a Liverpudlian accent. Well, it just shows what you know, pal. Doesn't it?
The demo just quote.
You know, this guy, Andy Rowe, right? He never said anything positive to me, and he always winds me up. And I ban him once in a while, right?
Yeah.
And then I let him back in because I feel sorry for the guy, you know.
And then
But he's just
and first
he's just,
chance, then he
yeah,
starts again.
He's just a chancer, you know. He's
Yeah, you get that,
Yeah.
don't you? Billy Crystal, When Harry Met Sally.
Gracias.
Billy Crystal. When Harry Met Sally, he did a film with Jack Palance, Moving Cattle. Was that the Out of Towners or something, or something like that?
If you think it's chilly here, try Dublin. It's only 1 degree. Ha ha, it's 19 here, David.
Sport on TV will get you a copyright strike, only if I'm monetizing the channel, which I'm not. Hi Tim and everyone, but lately only just logged in. Hi Tina. Orca says, hey, it's a little dog there running around.
Where?
I think there might have been actually. Oh.
Here, boy. Meow.
Yeah.
Cool dude. So let's have enough of that. We'll get Orcus up there. Hey, is the little dog there running around?
No.
There might be a little dog that I photographed not so long ago.
Could have been one that.
Evening, Tina.
Don't know where he
So
is. now.
guys, what's the plans for the rest of the week? You're saying another week, right? No, till Friday.
Yeah, Saturday morning I leave, so Yeah, just have a few more places I'd like to see that I haven't seen yet. So I might go up to Santa Cruz maybe. Just explore the city. Try
Are you
the
got a
trams
car or
out.
are you going to take a bus?
I'm going to try the bus.
The best one would be the 110.
Is that direct, is it?
I think there is a better one.
Right. But I know the 110 goes direct.
The 12, I think, but there's only 2 stops. It doesn't. The 12 doesn't stop at the airport. It just stops at Meridiano and the bus station. That's it.
Perfect.
And you got it, but you got to get it from Los Cristianos.
Yeah.
I think the 110 you can get from near you.
Yes.
But if you get to Los Cristianos, I think the 12 it is. I'm not too sure.
Oh yeah. So.
But there is an express.
112, I think it is, Tim. Yeah.
Huh?
Be better.
112, I think it is.
I'm not sure. Let me just check.
110.
So from Los Cris
Like myself, yeah.
Yeah, because I'd still have to change then, wouldn't I? So.
to Santa Cruz, Meridiano, MERID, Meridiano.
It's great for people who want to come and visit as
The
well.
112, you're exactly right.
12, perfect. Yeah.
So it only takes 49 minutes, which is amazing.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Because there's only one stop to Meridiano.
Right up the northeast part of the island, yeah.
So basically you get the 112 and it'll stop at the commercial centre Meridiano, which I recommend you get off at.
Yeah.
Because it takes another 15 minutes to get to the bus station and you're just away from you've got to walk past the Meridiano to get anywhere. So get off at the Meridiano. But on the way back you've got to get it at the bus station and it does not stop at the Meridiano on the way back. It comes straight back to Los Cristianos.
Okay, so for coming back.
So 112.
112, okay.
And if you want to get any kit, if you walk up from the Meridiano and you go towards the Plaza de España, I think it is, where the big lake is. So if you walk that way and then turn left up to the top, to the park, you get to Percy Photo. And Percy Photo, you'll get the drone for 170 euros.
Oh, okay.
And you get the kit for 300. And you get a Pocket 3 for 470 or something like that. 605, I think, if you want the kit with all the extra batteries and everything.
Wow, yeah.
So they're good.
A lot of equipment there, all right.
Carl, have you done 15 questions for Webby? Yes, he has. Sympathy is a self-inflicted wound. No one will force you. Only 3 degrees here. I'm sat here with vitamin drink, recovering after a heavy weekend with Tony and Josie the Pussycats. Obviously, I was led ashtray. There you go.
Ashtray.
Ashtray. Yeah. No, astray, obviously. Don't worry about it. Just let it go. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Carl, are you easily led astray? There you go. An easily led astray. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to the channel, which you're probably not, but if you're watching on catch up, my name's Tim. I go live at 5:55 Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday's all about you. Meetup Monday. And typically on a Wednesday we have balcony banter, except for this Wednesday because it's the first of the month, where we go over to Juliane Nendel's channel, link in the description, and she does what's called Food for Thought. That's it, with Ian at home and me and Christine. But I don't think Christine will be on it this month because I'm out on Wednesday afternoon, so I'll probably have to do it from somewhere else. There you go, Night Strider has uploaded his new apartment vlog. There you go. Cool dude. And Wednesday's balcony banter. Where you can see Christina and myself on our balcony, and you can dial in, and all you need to do is go to timothydowd.com/live and you can join in. Not now though. Live long and prosper.
Can't do it. I can't bring my 2 fingers together.
You do that?
Got arthritis.
Subtitles are working okay. Very good. Years ago, Tenerife was really cheap for electronics. Does that still apply, says Andy Rowe? It depends where you get them from. And the biggest problem you've got is that there are so many people selling horrible electronics here and rip-off electronics. So there's only 2 places I buy electronics from that isn't. Well, Wharton is not a rip-off, but I wouldn't buy from there if I can help it. So Media Marts is good, and we've got one in the south now, over in just up from La Caleta and on the Adecchi border. And Wharton electronics, and then there's 2. One of them called Duke Fotografia, if you want photographic equipment, and Percy Photo if you want photographic equipment. So those 2 are really good. But the reason it's cheap here is because we have 7% VAT. So anything you buy here is cost price, or not cost price, but retail plus 7. Whereas it's in mainland Spain, it's retail plus 21.
21, yeah.
Same as in Ireland.
That would make such a difference.
It does make a difference, yeah.
7 is pretty good.
So some of the prices that you see are only cheap because of the VAT, which just means that your government's ripping you off.
Yes.
Value added tax. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Value added
For
tax.
people who, when Maggie Thatcher brought it in, she says, we're going to tax luxuries. Because if you can afford luxuries, you can afford to pay a little bit more tax. And now nappies are luxuries, you know, for men. I suppose they are, actually. And, oh, I went in the wrong one. There we go. So don't forget, my favourite is Freaky Friday, where I sit and shoot the moon with a couple of mates, and I bring Webby on, and we have a great time. Webby loves talking. You can't shut him up, but I mean, he carries Fridays. If it wasn't for that, it'd be just me drinking beer, you know. So he carries Fridays. I think he gives me a lot of. He feeds me a lot of lines. Put it that way, you know. And we work it out beforehand. It's all scripted. It's all scripted. He just plays the fool. And Craig says it's 20% VAT here. There you go.
Oh.
It's 23 in Ireland, I think.
23, is it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think, you know, but Maggie Thatcher, VAT, that was the biggest con ever, you know. We're going to put VAT on everything.
The way I look at it is, you buy a packet of cigarettes over here for €5. In Ireland, they're about 15 to 17 euro.
Yeah, but don't forget, economics is to do with the government controlling what you consume.
They want us to stop smoking, so they keep hiking the prices up.
Yeah. What I'd do is I would give cigarettes away for free, make everybody sick, and then they'll give up on their own. And now if you're on the dole, what they should do is give you £1,000 a week.
£1,000 a week?
On the dole. I tell you what, the economy would boom then. See, the thing is, if you give a tax break to a billionaire, right, what you're actually doing is giving the equivalent of £1,000 a week to every unemployed person, right? So you might as well do that, because the billionaire is going to put it in buyback shares or put it in the Cayman Islands, and the guy's going to buy local, isn't he? Guy, you know,
he's not paying VAT.
Unemployed people are going to buy local. The economy will boom. They got it all wrong. Marino's saying, article said the Canaries added an extra 48,000 holiday homes, mostly in Tenerife. Any thoughts on that? I don't know how they added them. But did they just sort of like rezone them and say you can now rent these out? What I think is, if you have a controlled tourist, what's the word? No. A controlled tourist. I can't think of the word. Plan, right? It's not the word, but you know, if the government has a tourist plan and they control it, that means they make sure that the places that you're staying in are safe. They make sure that they're people are paying tax on the income. That they've got the right facilities and stuff like that. Then I think that's a good thing. And the biggest problem we've got is that people are renting out apartments illegally in residential complexes for holidays, right? And they're doing it on an industrial scale. Now, it's nothing to say that if you've got an apartment and you want to rent it to a mate of yours or friends and family, that's not a problem, right? That's why WEBBY doesn't advertise it. He does advertise it, but only to friends and family, right?
Yeah.
So he says he's never going to go on Airbnb and all those types of things.
Yeah,
You just get foreigners in, you know? Not foreigners, but you know what I mean. What's fremd in English? It's not foreign, is it? People you don't know, anyway. Strangers is the word I'm looking for. So you don't want to get strangers in your thing. But if the Canary Islands are rezoning houses, saying that these are now tourist or I think they don't say tourist. What do they say? Short-term rental.
Short-term rental.
So yeah, I think that's a good thing as long as they control it. As long as they control it. 48,000 seems a bit much actually, but if they offset that by saying we're going to clamp down on the residential complexes that are half empty, you know, then you know it all depends on the. It's not the plan that I'm worried about. It's a strategy. This is what I'm here. So if you've got a tourism strategy that looks after everybody, because don't forget we earn a lot of money. 60% of our GDP is through tourism. Directly and indirectly, you know. And of that 60%, 60% of that is British. You know, so I mean, you can't get around not having tourists here. You could if you went something like the Maldives, where you charged an arm and a leg, and you earned the same amount of money with less people, which is what they're trying to do. In a sense, they're trying to give a.
What do you call that? Eco tax or travelers tax or?
There is no eco tax, I don't think.
They're bringing it in, aren't they, for open payday and all that?
Oh no, what that is that's just they're taxing people to stop willy-nilly tourists. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So basically, what they do is they will reduce the amount of tourism in the areas that need to be protected.
Right. Yeah.
It's like all these, you know, the beaches where you build the stones. It's all cute. That ruins the local fauna, right? For the animals and stuff. It's really bad for them, right?
Okay,
and so what they're trying to do is to stop people doing that. But because it's so cute, then people say, oh, nanny states, you know, like. And it's the same as, you know, controlling who goes up the Teide and then the national forest, national thing. We had to rescue 77 tourists.
And they were in, what were they in, slippers?
They were in flip-flops and shorts.
Because I mean, it's going to be cold up there.
Yeah.
-5 it was, and the weather was coming in. You know.
Yeah.
You could see it by the snow cap on top of them, and you're like, is they feeling all right?
So anyway,
then you get charged for the helicopter. So
that's the thing.
I don't think that I don't think the government strategy at the moment is right, and people are working towards getting a better strategy, but it's not going to change overnight. And what I think is totally irrelevant because I'm not allowed to vote here. The only thing I can vote on is who's the mayor of the municipality.
Okay.
But I can't vote on anything else, so I really can't control it. All I can say is, don't be a. You can't say that word, can you?
No.
Anyway, just don't be one. That's my philosophy. David, true. Tina, demolition is quicker than construction. Tim, what are your thoughts on Andrew buying the let short term and not long-term rental? I have no idea. What are your thoughts on Andrew buying the let short term?
What he did was
and I don't understand that.
He bought a holiday home, and he's going to rent it out short term.
So
they're asking me what do you think of it.
I think it's a business decision that he's made.
Yeah.
He's investing his money very wisely in an industry that is booming.
Because you're always guaranteed income with.
You do, yeah. What are your thoughts on Andrew buying let out holiday rental and not king term? What's your name, Keir Starmer lol? Thank you, Tina. Anne is very hard working on the decorations. Cool dude. The 48,000 did that. What percentage of Tenerife vloggers have cameras that follows them automatically?
10.
Well, it depends. You'd have to name each one of the Tenerife vloggers, and I'll tell you what type of camera they got.
Yeah.
if you're saying how many have got the Pocket 3, I think, I don't know. Oh, little girl fell off the train.
Choo-choo.
Oh.
Um,
Anyway, so,
yeah.
and to tell you the truth, stop asking me what I think about other people. What I think of other people is irrelevant, yeah. And what you think of me is none of my business. That's how to stay happy, you see. That is really how to stay happy.
I like
what
that.
other people think of me is none of my business.
I don't care what you think of me. I'm me. Accept me or hate me.
I do have opinions on certain things, but I am definitely. Oh, I see what you mean. I am more Jeremy Corbyn than Keir Starmer, because Keir Starmer is just the same as the Conservative in blue, in red, yeah. But
I don't know how he could not give pensioners their fuel allowance.
well, what do you need a fuel allowance for?
To keep warm in the winter.
So what you're saying is that they're not giving you enough money to live. So therefore, you got to get something special. Why don't you just give them enough money to live? You live in Britain, you know it's going to be cold in winter. Just give them enough money to live.
He said, no, we're not giving you our 300 fuel allowance.
No, you see, the thing is, that is a smokescreen. That is a smokescreen to stop you worrying about the real stuff that's going on. It's to give you something to talk about. And I really mean this. If all the information is from one source, they'll just tell you what to think, irrespective of what you think you think. If you get all your information from one source, they are telling you what to think, right? So you've got to. And in fact, if you go to Ground News, I don't even have a thing where I can earn money on this. I'll give it you for free. It's called Ground News, and what it does, it takes the news of the day, and it finds all the different outlets that are reporting on it.
Various sources.
And then it puts it all together, and then it does a sort of, it's probably the AI that does it, but it does a sort of the left is talking like this, the centres are talking to this, and the right are talking to this. This is a short read, this is a long read. And it gives you a multiple facets of the news. Before that happened, I I learnt another language, so I could read a German newspaper, I could read an Italian newspaper, not Italian, an English newspaper. But now I can read Italian and French, because Google has got a button at the top that says translate anything.
Yeah, you can just translate.
So I can translate any news outlet into my language of choice, and I can learn what other people think of a specific subject. So before you say the fuel allowance, why is there a fuel allowance?
Because we're cold.
Because the money you get as a pensioner in Britain isn't enough to live on in the winter. So it's not an allowance, is it? It's basically the government saying we didn't plan the pensions properly. And then you've got the right saying, well, you should have planned a private pension. Well, not everybody has that privilege, you know? Anyway, I don't want to get on a high horse, but basically what you have to look at is why is it? You know, follow the money. Follow the money. If you pay 50% of your wages in tax, like we did in Germany, 50% stoppages, right?
50, wow.
And it's itemised exactly where it goes. It goes in care allowance. That means Christina can afford to live in Tenerife on the care insurance that we've paid, right? With help, if I'm helping her or if a nurse helps her or anything. It's all taken care of because we've paid over the years, right? The health insurance. The health insurance is also a paid amount that goes to the health insurance companies, right? So when you need something, you get it, you know? It doesn't go to the government, and the government pays through the back end to an NHS that gives it you for free. You know, it's a total fallacy, you know? Unemployment insurance. The dole is a stigma in Britain. But I went on the dole for the first 6 months looking for a job here. They paid me $3,500 a month because that was my wages. 60% of my wage they'll pay you to look for a job for 18 months. Or if you're in another foreign country, another European country, you get it for 6 months, right? So it's paid in and taken out, right? And in Britain, from what I can see, it's like scroungers, bingers, whingers, mungers, whatever the bloody thing is. You know, like, oh, that guy's taking the last biscuit while the rich people have got all the bloody biscuits in the tin, you know what I mean? So, anyway, inform yourselves. Do your own research, as they would say, you know, and get your information from different sources and make your own mind. Just don't come and sort of say. What really pissed me off is I remember Jeremy Corbyn saying, all war ends in negotiation. So I would prefer to negotiate first before the killing starts. And that was translated to Jeremy Corbyn talks to terrorists.
Oh, yeah.
And that's all I need to say, right? I don't love the guy. Some of his policies I don't agree with. But because he was destroyed during the election, go back and read the manifesto. And don't even mention the names, right? Just read the manifesto. All the things that were in the manifesto in 2018, was it? When Jeremy Corbyn was running for president?
Then,
all those things would have helped you in your position right now.
And what was that news site again? The one that gives the...
Ground News.
Ground News.
Ground News.
Yeah.
GROUND. And what I'll do is I'll get an affiliate link and I'll stick it in the description later on.
I'm going to put it down on my phone as well.
Ground News. You can try it for a month, I think, for free.
Brilliant,
If you get then the massive, you know, where it does all the analysis and stuff, and it costs you something like 80 quid a year.
Brilliant.
But you don't need to spend that. You can get the free one as well.
Okay. That's
anyway, it's 11:10, so we're going to go. Tim, how are you? I'm keeping fine. Dane Duvis, hi, good to see you, my friend. Dave Bardell, love it when you get on your high horse, Tim. Just finished work on way home, says Ruth. Hi Ruth, thank you so much for sharing all my videos. And I've actually been watching some of your shorts. You need to make them a bit longer. Andy Rowe, it's means tested. Oh, it's means tested, okay. Michael Caine lost his winter fuel allowance. You know, the means test.
You were only meant to blow the bloody doors off.
I only meant to blow the bloody doors off.
Poor old Michael Caine, he's about 92 now, is he?
Yeah. Hi Tim, says Ruth. Tim loves a capitalist. I don't mind capitalists, actually. In fact, the capitalism's dead now.
Socialism, isn't it now?
No, but socialism didn't take over, unfortunately. What took over now is it's rental. It's rental. So what's happening now? The capitalists used to buy the means of production, and then use the proletariat to work in the means of production, and then take the lion's share, right? And then all the guys would have to do would be to withdraw their labour, and then they would be, you know, have a little bit of a lever, and that's why you got unions and all that stuff, right? And it was blah, 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 and then you get conservative and Labour and conservative and Labour, and it'll all be a seesaw. Now what's happening is all the people like Amazon and Meta and Google and all those people,
the tech
they
firms.
rent.
Yeah.
So they live on rental income. So you cannot be in the marketplace and be a capitalist without giving Jeff Bezos 40% of your profit. You can't do it. So he's screwing the capitalists.
Yeah.
So what is he? He's not a capitalist, obviously, because he's screwing the capitalists.
Yeah.
So therefore he is... They're like the robber barons, you know, like the feudal, the feudalists. In fact, go and look at the latest book, I think it's a year ago, the latest book from the Greek finance minister, Yanis Varoufakis. He came up with a great term for it, I can't remember it right now, but it's something like digital feudalism or something like that.
Okay.
Where we are now the serfs, and we can't do anything without the Jeff Bezos and the Googles and the Metas and all that, because they are just renting the place that you need to do business. Yeah. And they're just collecting rent. They're not adding to the profit or anything. And Amazon, what they do is they have all the information to find out what's the best seller, the most margin, the quickest turnaround, blah blah blah. And then what they do is they create their own version of it and sell it cheaper.
Yeah.
So they're just screwing the capitalists. So capitalism is dead. Yay! Socialism didn't get over. Woo! And now we're in the digital feudalism. So good luck with that.
Thanks, Jeff.
So basically, I'm on a desert island, faffing around for a couple of bob. I'm getting my pension from Germany. I'll get my pension from Britain. I'll get 60% pension from Britain, even though I only worked there from 16 to 29. So I can claim that when I'm 66 and a half. which isn't for another 1.5 years. Is it? 64? Chris is annoyed now because I've gone over the time and she wanted something to eat. She didn't want to be home late, she said tonight, did you? Not too late. So we're going to finish it now. So let's get around the table. Rob, any last words? Anybody you want to say hello to?
Just anyone who's watching, because I know I have often told people about your channel, so anyone who knows me will obviously.
Anyone who's here for the first time because of Rob, welcome.
Thank you. Yeah.
Don't be a stranger. Cool dude, my friend.
Yeah, lovely to meet you, Tim.
Meet you too.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Damien,
What?
did I blow your mind?
Yes, you did. Can you not tell?
I can tell, yes. Look in the camera and tell her you love me.
I love you too.
I love you too, Damien. Cool dude. How long are you here for?
I'm here till the 14th.
The 14th.
Yes.
So we'll be going for walks and stuff, will we?
We'll be doing a couple of walks, Tim. Hopefully some coffees.
Who do you want to say hello to?
And David, Colin, anyone that knows me.
They all know you.
They all know me, that's what I'm saying.
Just hold the mic in front of Chris.
Go for Chris. Have you
Look
got
at
it?
me.
Hello.
So, what message do you have for the world?
Oh,
yeah.
don't be jealous.
Don't be jealous.
And carpe diem.
Carpe diem.
That's Latin.
That's seize the day.
Knew it was Latin.
Seize the day. Carpe diem.
That's it.
Or read the book from Terry Pratchett, Carpe Jugulum. Seize the Jugular, which is about vampires. Very funny books. Cool dude. Chris,
Yeah.
you got the last word. Oh, hang on. The last word comes up now. And it is Ruth Roberts saying, hi, Tina. Oh, no. Let's go down, see if there's another one. Oh, there we go. Tina Rigby. Thanks, Tim. Bye, Tim and Christina and everyone.
See you, Tina.
Tina, thank you very much. On that note, Mrs. Dowd, see ya.
Won't wanna be
Okay, cool dude. Oh, wrong way. There we go. And zoom out. Bye. Cool dudes, so don't forget, no balcony banter. Too loud, music's too loud. Music's too loud. Tim, the music's too loud. No balcony banter this Wednesday. Food for Thought, Juliane in Endel's channel, and Freaky Friday on Friday with loads of people, including the Green Team. And we'll see you on the next one. See ya. All wanna be ya.